Okay, a couple weeks back I did a video on restringing a weed eater head on a Troy-bilt weed eater. Now this one is a more modern Troy-bilt weed eater head, so I figured I better show it as well because it's got a few differences. This button still, when you hit it on the ground, it lets the string out, so on and so forth, but you do not turn it to take it off. You'll break parts in there if you do. Okay, so how do you get it apart? Well, it's got releases right here on the side that you're supposed to be able to push with your fingers, but it almost never works. So you can take a screwdriver, put it up through there, and you'll feel it bump into it, twist it a little bit, do the same thing on the other side. You're pushing down your thumb at the same time, and it comes off. So that's what you're bumping into whenever you go up through this hole, and it bumps into that, and then you twist it. Alright, so that's off. Now be careful when you take this off, because these pieces right here will fall out and you'll lose them when you need them. That's what your string goes through. So now you got this part. So how do you get it off if you can't turn it? Well, it's got little bitty notches on it, 2 of them. You push them and they're off. Now you take this off like this. Now you don't have to do this. I'm just showing you the complete teardown. Okay, now this thing has 2 different directions it'll go. It looks pretty much the same. Make sure you don't lose anything. It has a side B and a side T, but when you're winding it up, you're going to be winding it up this way, and you're going to run a string through there, and the string needs to kind of lay down in that groove. If you flip it over this way, the string's going to be trying to go over the top, and that's not good. So you want it going in this groove, because you're going to be putting the string down through that hole, and then you want it to lay down through that groove to lay down in here more properly. Okay, so there's your spring, everything's ready. We'll put it back together. Alright. Get our bolt, put it back on there. Take our ratchet. Now I'm holding this to kind of give it some stability. Give it a little snug. Put this on. You got to find the little holes that it goes in. There's one. There's the other. Okay. You got to put this on. Like I say, make sure them things haven't fallen out, because they will. It's back on. Make sure both sides are on. It's bad to not quite catch on one side. So now you got to put your string in it. So get yourself a 2-piece string about 5 feet long. Now it's going to take about 3 inches to go in there. Now if you feel it not actually going in a hole, it's just too loose, then something is wrong. Well, you got to line it up. See this line right here? That line right there? You've got to line those up. Now when you go in there, if you don't feel it get snug when it's about that far in, a little bit further actually, but about that far in, you'll feel it snug up. That's where it's going into that part I showed you. So it's touching it, but you got to put another 1.5 inches in there. So you need about 3 inches. And the reason why you got to put more, you got to give it something to be able to bite on when you turn it. Otherwise it'll just fall back out. Now once it turns, it uses its own wind pressure to hold it. So in other words, you need about this much string. But your string may not be able to support, you know, it might want to give on you, so you may have to do it in 2 sections. There we go, I pushed it in there. Now, it's ready to wind up, but since you can't see that because it's a solid color I'm going to give you, I'm going to tear off a couple pieces of tape here. The only purpose of this is to show you it moving. In case you're wondering, and one wants to slip or something, you may want to see that. Okay, so then you turn it. Now you see they moved in, see they're moving in again. So you know it's winding up. Now, don't pull the tape inside it, of course. Then you just keep turning. The string's tying up on itself there. Now again, you don't want to put a whole bunch in it because you'll get so much in it that it'll knot upon itself. And there you go. She's ready to go. I can mow with it now, or weed eat with it. Thank you.